Hi, I'm Peter Greenberg, and I've got a question for you. When you travel, how do you travel? Do you eat your meals at the hotel, take a tour bus, and then buy your souvenirs at the airport when you're leaving? You know what? I bet you're doing that. I know you've done that. Well, guess what? The real key here is how to travel like a local. And what does that mean? Traveling like a local means being a local, immersing yourself in the culture, and doing what they do, eating like they do, and not having some cookie cutter experience that you do if you were just operating out of a brochure. Together with Michelin, I'm working on 5 books that are going to help you do exactly that. And remember, when you travel like a local, you're really traveling. Here are a few of my tips. Tip number 1, get off the computer. I'm serious, that means you. I've said it a million times, but I'll say it again. Don't do all your research online. You learn so much more by talking to a human being. In Buenos Aires, the Opera House has a website. But guess what? Not all the performances or seats are listed on that site. But when you go to the box office, guess what they'll tell you? All of the shows that aren't available online. And that's what you need to know. Tip number 2, eat like a local. And it's actually easier done than said. Let's say the resort has a buffet or its own restaurant. Where does it say in the manual that you have to eat there every day and every night? In Cuba, in fact, you just opt for a paladar. These are small, family-run restaurants, usually inside private homes. Hey, you can't beat that experience. Tip number 3, find local neighborhoods. Everybody wants to stay in Midtown. Why? In New Orleans, for example, you start your day with volunteerism in the morning, going to the lower 9th Ward, and you end your day in the Garden District. You'll be able to see the true diversity of this eclectic city, and you get to help make a difference. Tip number 4, make your own excursion. Grand Cayman is one of the Caribbean's most populated tourist ports, but you don't have to get stuck in a bus, and you don't have to follow the crowds. That's right, you skip the bus tour, you rent a car, and drive just about a half an hour to the Queen Elizabeth II Botanic Park or the Pedro St. James Castle for a panoramic view of the island, and pack your own picnic lunch while you're at it. Tip number 5, go to local hotspots. Think about this. When you say Miami, most tourists think of South Beach nightlife. You couldn't pay me to go there. Mention the Florida Keys and they only know about Key West. But to find the true great local hotspots, skip the concierge, talk to the locals, like the housekeepers, the maids, the bellhops, to learn where they like to go. Trust me, you'll be happier. And so will your wallet. So when you're on vacation, why would you ever want to be a tourist? Look for my Like a Local series with Michelin coming out in April. And for more information, go to petergreenberg.com.